This video is being brought to you by Cutting Edge Gamer. If you upgrade graphics cards often, Cutting Edge Gamer is the perfect option for you. Lease the newest graphics cards on the market, such as Nvidia's RTX 20 series, for a low monthly payment. Click the affiliate link below in the description to find out more. I swear to you, unless something major happens, this will be the last Nintendo Switch video I make for a while. Let's get into it. Skip it up and that up. So, sales figures aside, this video has nothing to do with sales figures on the Nintendo Switch. Thank God. I'm getting sick of making them, so don't worry about it. You're safe from sales figures videos when it comes to the Nintendo Switch for quite a long time, unless there's some major story that's really important to cover. But the thing I like about the Switch, and I've talked about this basically since it's come out, is it is the only system ever that lets you play true AAA games on the go. And I'm not talking like the watered down versions of games like you would get for like the PS Vita, where you would get like the diet version of Uncharted and the diet version of Killzone. They weren't bad games, but they weren't the same thing that you would get on your PlayStation 3 or on your Xbox 360 or on your PC. With the Switch, that I think for the first time ever has changed, where when you play Doom, you're playing Doom. It may not be as pretty, it may not have the same frame rate, but it is still the same damn core game. And the fact that you get to do that on the go blows my mind. Okay, fine, you could talk about how the Elder Skyrim is from 2011, but that's still, in my mind, a first. You could play the full-fledged game on the go. You could play Wolfenstein: The New Colossus on the go. And the list goes on and on and on and on and on. And now, for some reason, I couldn't think of it. Had to do a second take. We have Warframe. I tried Warframe for the Switch. Yes, again, it's not 60 FPS, but it's still a damn competent port. I want to play more of it if I could find an extra 5 seconds of time, because I really enjoyed what I played, and I think it's amazing that you're getting these games on okay, it's a hybrid system with a dock. You could hook it up to the TV, but it is a portable system. You could play Warframe, the full-fledged game, Doom, the full-fledged game, and Skyrim, the full-fledged game, while you're taking a dump. And I almost spit up phlegm while I said that. That's how amazing that is to me. Phlegm almost just went all over. Well, there's a Twitter user called Direct Feed Games. They have little over a couple thousand followers on Twitter. They have close to 10,000 followers or subscribers on YouTube, who made an interesting claim. Now, this is a rumor that we have to take with an insane amount of salt, not just a grain. We have to take it with a whole bag of salt. Well, this Direct Feed Game said there was some French retailer. They don't cite a source. They don't have a screen cap. None of that. That says they had a placeholder for The Witcher 3 coming to the Nintendo Switch. This is what they said on Twitter. There is a French wholesaler that currently has a listing of The Witcher 3 for the Nintendo Switch. The site seems suspect, to say the least. You can entertain the information as rumor, but wouldn't treat it as anything beyond that. Then Direct Feed Games continues, upon further investigation and a different browser, the site is looking more legit. Still entertain the listing as rumor, which I give them credit for that. They're not making it like their information is Bible. They're letting you know, look, this could be rumors. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just going by what I got. I've had to do that before too, even though if The Witcher 3 doesn't come to the Switch, I'm sure they're going to deal with crap, because people don't care if you give them a heads up it's a rumor. They still take what you said as Bible, and if it's wrong, they never let it go. But anyway, Direct Feed Games continues. No one is saying that this listing means the game is definitely coming to Switch. Talk is strictly about the product page existing. Could it be an accidental listing? Sure. Could it mean nothing? Yes. Speculate and discuss. Don't take the page to mean confirmation. And again, I have to give Direct Feed Games credit. They could have went and been like, oh, we have insider information guaranteeing that The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt is coming to the Switch. It's going to come in 2019. Be amped for it. I'm super excited. I can't wait to play The Witcher 3 on the go, to get themselves a bunch of attention. And they didn't do that. They gave a huge disclaimer saying this is a rumor. It could amount to nothing. The game could never come to the Switch. Now, let's speculate about a Witcher 3 port. It would be interesting, man. That's a game that the base PS4 and Xbox One, I wouldn't say have a tough time running, but, you know, it has its issues here and there. And then if they get that game to run on the Switch, I want to see it from a technical standpoint. The PC nerd in me wants to see how the Switch's hardware, which for a portable console is impressive, but for a home console is limited, to see how that game would run. You know, you have the foliage which bends with the wind, and the lighting and everything about The Witcher 3. That would be a tall order for the Switch to run and run properly. I would love to know what resolution they have to make it run at, what frame rate. Obviously, they can't go below 30 or the game would be unplayable. So, wow. I mean, I have a feeling there is some truth to this rumor. Maybe they're working on the game and seeing if they can get it to run. But it may not happen. But if it does, I'm real curious to see how they get The Witcher 3 to perform on the Switch and how they make it playable. Is it going to run at like 540p? It may, but we'll have to wait and see. But if they get the game to run and get it to run well and get it to look decent, that will blow me away, man. That will be a huge win for the Nintendo Switch. Again, this is what I love about this console. I've said it before, as a 37-year-old man with 2 babies, 2 and younger, okay? It's tough to find the time to game. And what little time I have, because the Switch's portability and the fact that it's a hybrid console, it lets me play games like Doom from time to time with the little time I have, because I could take it with me everywhere. If my son is sleeping on me, I could play the Switch. You know, you can't do that really with the PS4. You know, you can't take the PS4 with you everywhere because it's not a portable system. Same with the Xbox One. And that's why I really like the console. You know, and that's why I could look past the games don't look as good. Okay, Doom, I've brought this up so many times, but it's just a perfect example. You know, I could play it on this PC back here at 4K, 60 FPS, with everything maxed out and it runs butter smooth. And the Switch version of Doom is nowhere near that. At best, it's 720p and it runs at 30 frames per second. But the fact that I could play that game anywhere and it's still a competent experience and it's still the full experience of Doom, they didn't cut levels or change the level design. It's the same damn level design as is on the PC version, blows me away. The Switch and what they're doing with it and what they're doing with games is like, and I'm going to sound like a fanboy, but I'm just being honest with you. It's revolutionary. It's the first time ever you could play AAA games truly on the go that aren't watered down versions. Okay, yeah, they have to cut corners with graphics and things like that, but the core game is still there, and it's the first time ever, and it just blows me away, and I can't wrap my mind around it. And that's why when I see these games come to Switch, like Warframe and Doom and Wolfenstein, so on and so forth, there's a lot of people who I understand, they look at it from a glass half empty perspective saying, I could play these games on the Xbox One X, PS4 Pro, or even the base consoles and they'll look and run better. Whereas I look at it like, you could play these games on the go and it's still a competent experience. And that to me is fantastic. So I look at it from a glass half full perspective, and I'm looking forward to like Mortal Kombat 11 coming to the Switch and seeing more games like Doom Eternal and maybe The Witcher coming to the Switch as well. It's allowing people, the Switch is allowing people who are in my situation to be able to still game when, even with the limited time that I have, and if it wasn't for a console like the Switch, I wouldn't be able to even game at all for like months on end because my time is so limited. So because of that console, I could still game from time to time as an adult, and I'm very thankful for that. And I'm thankful that companies are bringing games like Doom and Warframe and possibly The Witcher to the Switch, because it'll allow me to play them, whereas in other circumstances, due to how limited my time is, I wouldn't be able to. That's why I love the Switch, and that's why I accept that games, even though they don't look as good, are still the full experiences on the console, and I'd rather play it at 720p 30 FPS than not play it at all. This is Rich of Review Tech USA signing out. Have a good one. Hey, congratulations! If you made it to the end of the video, you should subscribe to Review Tech USA so you can hear me blabber on some more. Also, too, starting this month, I will be live streaming solely on Twitch. I'll have a link to my Twitch channel below in the description. And last but not least, make sure you click that like button. It helps out the show big time. See you guys in the next video.